We're pouring up.
Yeah, I'm loading the mug. What up, Stoners Committee? Hey, y'all, we here. We live. Do you need to turn me up just a smidget?
Mic check, everybody.
Mic check,
Mic
check
check.
in the morning.
Check.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. What's good, y'all?
Saturday morning. What y'all getting into? Who rolling up? Stoners Committee, you better be rolling up because you can't be the Stoners Committee and not be rolling up, my guy.
Right.
Good morning to y'all.
Wake and bake. It's Saturday. Let's go.
I got Chris Jeremiah to my left. I got TJ in front of me.
What's good, y'all?
We got D on the boards.
Okay.
And y'all couldn't see him, but that was whatever. Hey man, how's it going, bro?
It's going cool, you know what I'm saying? And I was enjoying all y'all hating on me in the comments the other day.
I was about to ask about that. They on your ASS like Nadi say.
I like that though. You see, a lot of times when people know they wrong, they not gonna admit it, but they spirit gonna speak for them. You know what I'm saying?
So is that what the comments is doing?
Yeah, so it's like y'all ever watch a exorcism movie? And when they get to spitting that truth into that demon, he gets to whipping them with that holy water. You know what I'm saying? The demon just gets to crawling and squirming and shit. So that's what happened to them when you get to throwing that, you know what I'm saying, that truth on them, that holy water.
So
That's
you
all it is.
so you saying you hit them with truth bombs and they couldn't,
Yeah,
they
they
can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
They had to curl up in the corner.
Yeah, they can't take that. So that's all that is.
What about you, TJ?
I've been good. Oh my gosh. I had a gig yesterday. It was like a nice corporate real estate gig. Shout out DJ Termaine. Yeah, but it ended like at 10ish, and then I came home and like smoked a little bit, and then I was like waking up this morning was kind of a bee.
Yeah, you could tell everybody was late.
Yeah.
Except for me and Jet.
Right. They were here. Hey, I was 2 minutes late. I checked it and I was like, it's 9:02. Okay. That's not that bad. And then Chris Jeremiah wasn't here, so I was like, I ain't in that much trouble.
No, I be expecting when I get here, y'all to be like, okay, wait, give us a little bit of time.
No, that's true. Because he's normally here pretty much. That's the first time, Jeremiah was late, even though we got to bust his chops for it.
We just gonna have to do it.
No.
We do it, everybody.
Shoot, what we doing? We getting into topics, D?
Yeah, let's talk about some topics right now.
I know you got the rundown on some for the cultural.
No, I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing? Oh, one thing I did want to get to.
We
I
can
got
start out
something.
with this just because it's on my mind.
I got one thing too.
I don't know. Do y'all pay attention to No Jumper?
I do. I do partially.
Partially,
But
yeah.
I know the characters. I know what they got going on. So whatever you bring up, I'm gonna be a little bit.
What?
tailored
It's
on.
just because people are starting to say it's a downfall of No Jumper now, just because he exposed House Phone.
Yeah.
He outed him. So House Phone left the show like 2 days ago, and then another big host, Blasey, left the show.
Blasey.
Yeah, it was on Disconnected with House Phone. He's pretty popular.
Okay.
But a lot of people are starting to turn on Adam now because they're saying that he could have stopped the outing of House Phone, and because he stopped, there was some other stuff that came up after that. He like deleted an interview, but they're saying like he couldn't delete the one that exposed House Phone. And then when House Phone was confronting him about it, when they finally did the interview on camera, Adam was kind of getting defensive, like. You know what I'm saying? And then go stun on him and say, I pay for your mama's funeral, kind of threw that at him. You know what I mean?
And then
So I think
House threw a drink at him. Right?
Yeah, I think that's why, he ultimately left. But do you think it's a downfall of No Jumper? And do you think, because like what No Jumper's doing is kind of different and unique because he has the live shows and kind of like the stuff we're doing, that's kind of a new territory. So do you think that's how do you feel about like this being the new media? And is this the first, kind of company to fall under the BS?
They not No Jumper not going nowhere. They got too big of a platform. They got a foundation too. It's like they can't really just fall off. Like what this they got a lot of new stuff going on, but that's not what got them here. What got them here is the interviews like XXX and Takashi and Takashi. Yeah. If anything, they could always fall back on that and be like, okay, we could just start over again.
But you think that they're just gonna like keep replacing hosts? Is that what's gonna go on? Because I'm more than sure that's what's gonna happen.
They can do that too.
Because I feel like that's what usually happens. It's like either people something ends up happening and someone leaves and starts doing their own thing, or it's like a disperse, or like people just usually people want to do their own thing, but I can see the drama.
But that's the crazy part is like the majority of the hosts now each have like their own YouTube and their own live podcast, and they're just kind of piggybacking off of whatever content, you know, Adam puts up or whatever they talk about. They'll go on their show after they do the Adam show and kind of go live and talk about the same stuff. So, you know, they're coming up, which is, you know, kind of crazy just how Adam kind of put them all on and then, you know, put them on with their own podcasts. And it's kind of a weird situation because I know he feels a kind of way about it. You know, they're starting their own thing, you know, off the clout that he gave them basically. So.
But you think it was like, because I know that also when you're like the main person to start, let's say a group, start something, a lot of people get big-headed and start being like, you know, not as cool as they were with the rest of their cast. So I think that could also be a thing. Because some people, hey, when you're working with someone, y'all work together so much, and then people get ego in the way and all this stuff. Like, some people don't want to deal with that. And you don't know what's happening behind, like, closed curtains. So it might be, like, some other underlining issues that haven't come to light.
Stoners Committee got a point, which I get it. They're trying to be like Barstool. Yeah, I see. But he said he's really mad because, like D said, everybody got their own platform outside of No Jumper, AD, all of them. So I know he's probably a little annoyed at that. And I know he's even maybe made some sly comments on the show, kind of like,
he said he got to redo the contract.
Yeah. So, you know, that was already some stem from that. So he probably going to get some people on and that listen.
He probably not dropping a big enough bag. Like, if you like.
But I mean, that's what, because he made another point, because now that all of them do YouTube, like, they understand, you know what I mean, like how much money, you know, you make kind of doing this. And so he was saying, like, some of the shows wasn't justifying, like, he was paying them, you know, pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying he was losing money basically every show. So, you know, Adam wasn't too mad that they left because, you know, he was taking the L on, you know, their shows, which kind of in this business, you kind of got to take, you know, a little bit of an L. You got to just figure out how you're going to make that up, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're doing if you're just doing like a YouTube by yourself and it happens to, you know, go up, you know, good for you where you don't have no overhead, but having overhead and doing what we're like, the stuff we're doing is, you know, not easy. Like, but this is, you know, the future.
Yeah.
So
I got one. And if this is part of what we can probably throw some gossip in here.
Sure.
Did you hear about Chloe Bailey supposedly cheating on DDG, and that's why they broke up?
Haley.
No, Haley, my bad. Haley Bailey, yeah, my bad. Did you hear about Haley Bailey doing that? Haley Bailey always sounds funny because I want to say Halle Berry.
Right, yeah. Maybe that's why they named her that.
The only Halle I know is Halle Berry.
Right.
But
I don't know how you say her name, Haley or Halle. But yes, I did hear a bit about it. I don't know. I'm like, where's the receipts? Like, it's so hard because, again, like something as simple as like the Krayshawn and Blueface thing, like, is it a publicity stunt in some way? Is it just to create more buzz around, you know, a simple tweet can create buzz and make the whole everyone is like, oh my God, what's going on? He made this. It's because of that. And all they have to do is stay out of the limelight for people to just make their own assumptions. So I think it could be a publicity stunt because her new movie's coming out.
I don't think she's the type to do that type of publicity stunt, you know, being under Beyonce, being messy like that.
For sure.
And then I don't know if you saw this, but like originally, this is how people found out. He had removed all of her pictures and unfollowed her, and then like a week later after that, she's like posts "I love my man" or something like that, crazy. So people thought like, what the heck is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just looked weird. It looked like she cheated basically.
Well, he said that they're all the same. Know, right? That's what he said.
If she got a new man, she was cheating. Simple as that. If she got a new man and they just broke up, she was cheating.
Oh, for sure. No one does it that quick. especially not like a celebrity. You don't just jump the gun and get with someone else.
Unless they
Someone be doing it.
Well, yeah, but not her. Like like she
Yeah.
definitely has that image, but
That's what you think.
That's what I think. I'm like, I have hope. I have hope in you, girl. I hope you did not do that.
Chad, did she do
Did she
it?
do it? Did
not?
she do it?
let us
Tell
know,
us.
Chad. Like, yeah.
DDG ain't
Yeah.
lying. He said what he said on that one tweet. He said.
And then he put a song out, kind
Yeah,
of.
he ain't got no reason to lie.
Y'all
Yeah,
know
and
what
he
Delilah
seems like
is?
he's like straightforward.
He's a good guy. That's what be happening to good guys. You know what I'm saying?
and then
Get
that's
with
where they
girls like
become
that.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You seeing it
Don't do
unfold
it.
right in front of your face.
It's
Y'all-
sad.
he just dropped a song called Delilah. Y'all know what Delilah is? Delilah is.
Hey there, Delilah.
I saw
That's
the,
the
I
only
saw the
Delilah I
song,
know.
though.
Y'all heard of Jezebel?
Yeah, I know
Mm-hmm.
Jezebel.
The Jezebel spirit,
Yeah.
Delilah, Jezebel spirit, they pretty much the same thing. They the downfall of man. You feel me? It's Jezebel, Delilah. That's what's going on today. That's the type of women we deal with. in
What's the
2023.
difference?
It's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing.
You never heard like
They
the
said, why would you
Grant,
do
like
I heard
older lady, like, oh,
Jezebel.
she a Jezebel. Get
Yeah, I
away
heard,
from
but
her.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
of Delilah.
Yeah, I heard Delilah.
They pretty much the same thing. So they lead men to their downfall.
Yep. So I'm
Damn.
staying back.
Hot
And they
girls
can
up,
come
right?
in many faces. You would think, whatever her name is, Chloe, she would, seem like a nice, innocent, sweet girl. You know what I'm saying? And then those be the worst ones.
Yeah, those are
Because you go
sneaky.
with good intentions, you try to give them, the world, and then they just backstab you and really turn you into a villain.
Man.
It's okay though. It's okay. I hope she did cheat on him. I hope she did.
It is what it is. People like those things happen. I feel like it makes them stronger, and in a way, it's always a lesson learned, and it leads you to the person that you're supposed to be with. So, it is what it is. At the end of the day, to me, I'm like, whatever. DVC Mike said she did it.
Yeah, she did it.
He said she did it.
She did it,
Man.
bro. What do you think? For the top 50 list, there's like Ja Rule's mad he was left off of it. There's somebody Ice Cube that he was on the top. He doesn't respect. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that list?
Yo, it's so many rappers. Like, yo,
Is that an all cap list? No facts.
I wouldn't say everybody got their own list. Like everybody, like when we listen to artists, we just going off. Y'all gotta remember that these people that's in these positions is humans. They certain stuff click with them that other people. For this rapper, it might be Megan Thee Stallion, they top rapper of all time. For this rapper, it might be Young Thug. So it's just everybody got everything click different with people. Everybody been through different situations. So it's just like, I feel like that's what it is.
That's like, because I'm just now experiencing, like, when sometimes people ask, who was your favorite rapper? And everybody ain't saying Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And people are saying Young Boy or Young Thug. We got last time. And I'm just like, how? But they just grew up in a different period and they wasn't on the Pac, you know what I'm saying? But
There's
that's just still crazy.
There's no list to me, to be honest. There's no list of the greatest. There's too many rappers. Like,
To me, like there'd be like two lists. Like there's a list of lyricists, and then for hip hop, and then there's a list of cultural impact, a big star that's larger than life, like DMX, Tupac, those guys. Like they could probably be, but the lyricist list ain't gonna be nobody that probably got hot songs. But then the other one, my top 5 is DMX, but he's not one of the greatest MCs of all time, but he's in my top 5.
did y'all see Academics list?
I didn't see his.
Nah, do you remember it?
Academics had Drake at number 1.
But how old is Academics though? He's like,
He 30.
Like 30?
damn, he should know better.
He put Drake over. I can name Drake not even in my top 10 rappers list.
yeah,
It's too
same.
many.
There is too
and
many.
I like Drake though. I'm not even gonna say I don't, but I can't. Yeah, there's too many.
But there's just
Lyricism?
there's too many, not saying there's too many because, hey, music is infinite, it's timeless. But we have legends, we have superstar artists, we have upcoming artists. There's so many different categories. Like growing up, my favorite rappers were like NWA, pioneering, a lot of hip hop and rap. But like if you ask me now, again, it's hard to pick a favorite rapper. Like there's just so many people, and people are just making some good music, not so good music. It just appeals to different people.
And there's no larger than life stars anymore.
Exactly.
None of them. Back in the day, it was loaded every month, every week. Something was coming out.
Yeah, and doing something different, I feel, or like making like a movement. Right now, I don't really feel like it's like a like that's the thing. Like they're like trying to make this image, doing their music and trying to make this movement that's going to be, you're going to remember this movement 20, 40 years from now. So
How do you
it's
feel
so hard.
about Nicki being number 10, and then they just did like a kind of a separate article where they named her the greatest female rapper of all time? How do you feel about that? I absolutely agree with it. I think she's the greatest. Everybody's saying Lauryn Hill. Shout out to Lauryn Hill, but Nicki
couldn't hit
Put
Minaj
out enough.
is
Yeah, she didn't.
Nicki Minaj is incredible.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj is my favorite female MC.
Big facts.
And then Queen's right behind her.
Who?
Queen Latifah. I like Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, again another pioneer. Like we have to give respect to the ones who really kind of opened
And the
the
Brad,
doors.
unfortunately.
Nicki
Rat-tat-tat.
not Nicki. Lauren got to drop more music. She got to start rapping with the people who on top. She ain't
It's
rapping
over
on
for
nobody.
the shit. It's over for that.
Yeah, it's donezo.
She ain't
Ross
no new
said Drake
hot
don't
artist.
even write his own lyrics. A lot of artists don't write their own lyrics. I'll tell you that. The Dream writes a lot of good artist music. So just letting you know that.
Yeah, you got that and the Sean Garrett's out there. Y'all probably don't know about the Sean Garrett's.
There's a lot of people. I mean, I don't even know if they're still, writing the hits. They're probably still working, but you know what I'm
Party
saying?
Next Door.
Oh yeah, Party Next Door. He writes a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff for Drake. He wrote Work.
They're doing a lot of moving over. What we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But
You got anything else for topics?
let's talk about we gotta address the Ty Nicholas rebuttal.
Nicholas.
We
We
gotta
messing
kinda-
names up. Ty Nichols.
Ty
I'm
Ty
messing
Nichols.
names up.
But I mean, I think you gotta kind of rebuttal and kind of explain yourself. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
so
Like,
for
and
all-
fully.
Okay, so I move in truth. I move with purpose. So what I say is a reflection of how y'all carry yourself. What I say, I don't really do what I say. I don't live what I say when I'm speaking to y'all. I'm a reflection of y'all. You see what I'm saying? So I'm rooted in truth. I'm rooted in God. So at the end of the day, what's going around is Tyree Nichols was messing with a woman that one of the cops loved. He was having premarital sex. That is a sin, one of the deadly sins. So you open yourself up to demons. People say like, why do bad stuff happen to good people? A lot of good people is opening themselves up to certain demons to attract to them. So God gonna allow it to happen to you because you open yourself up to demon. You having premarital sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, so them demons is gonna attract to you. It's rumored that this man beat this man Tyree and sent pictures to the girl that he was dealing with. You can't open yourself up to the demons. But to get back to y'all though, y'all support everything sinful in nature. So if y'all gonna support this, y'all gotta support everything. Don't try to stand on something. You don't stand on the word of God. So don't try to stand for nothing. You don't stand on the word of God, then just shut up. Don't try to stand up for nobody. You don't stand up for your own God, who you say you worship and you love. So yeah, I'm gonna irritate y'all. I'm gonna make y'all mad because y'all be pissing me off with that hypocrisy. I don't like that. So that's what that is. I'm gonna keep making y'all mad too.
He's like, that's what I do.
How do you feel about Nadi's response to your?
Nadi response. Nadi, how I'm gonna say this. We're gonna get along really well. We're like two. I don't know how to explain it, but we gonna get along.
Y'all are the same, but in different ways.
You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
we
weird
gonna
to
get
say.
along. We'll be okay.
Because
you know what I'm
he
saying?
would agree with a lot of the stuff that you be saying. Because y'all kind of be saying a lot of the same stuff, but it's just I don't know if he understands it the way you be pushing it out.
Yeah, I speak the truth.
Yeah,
So I'm always ground everything with the truth, and so yeah, that's what it is. People don't like the truth. Once again, I told you get hidden with that holy water, them demons gonna come out. You feel me? What's your name, demon? What's your name, demon? You know they always ask that in a movie. Them demons gonna come out. So
That like,
Saying you gotta ask him.
yo,
Guys, let's talk a little bit about the Grammys. Did y'all watch them?
heck
Of course.
No. Yes. Did you watch
I didn't watch it, but I watched all the performances. So
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the
definitely.
highlights.
I watched
get
no
into it.
performances.
Dang. Okay. Well, let me tell y'all what I saw. So did y'all know that the Grammy winners are picked by like a committee of like industry experts? I thought it was the public who voted.
Nope.
That is crazy to me. And then they posted, so I'm going to tell y'all what it says. The awards are decided by a voting committee made by experts. To be eligible to vote for the Grammy winners, you must meet one of the 4 criterias. All right. So you have to meet these 4, or one of these 4. So one of them is have won a Grammy in the past. So that's one off the bat. It's like not a lot of people have won a Grammy. And then
Like, how do you win? How do you need? Yeah.
exactly. So that's one of them. Then the second one, have to have had 12 tracks, physical or digital, available to purchase online with at least one released in the past 5 years. And
That's
then-
fair.
Yeah, that one's fair. Have 6 credits on commercially released tracks, physical distribution outlets such as record stores, with at least 1 track in the past 5 years. Again, so
That's
you have to be
fair.
consistent, or receive an endorsement from a current voting member.
Not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
The
That's where the corruption comes, where the money play.
The first and
Yeah,
the
you
last
start
one is
missing
kind
it.
of like, what? That's like when somebody's trying to go get a car when you're young and you're like, oh, you don't have no credit. Well, how do I get credit if I, like, how do I get
but
the
and then it's
Grammy
like,
if I
oh,
can't
well,
get-
if you have someone who already has a car, well, maybe you can have them vouch for you, and then you can get a what? Like, that is not how it works. So I thought that was just really weird. Then people were saying about album of the year that Beyonce should have won over Harry Styles. So I
I
wanted
don't know.
to,
Harry Styles' album was huge.
so yeah, I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about that, because Jay-Z also came out and he was like that Beyonce deserved to win that award.
They always saying Beyonce deserve everything.
That's his wife. He
Right.
gonna do that.
Yeah, but
Not
Harry
like
Styles
that.
had an incredible year. I mean, he really
Yeah.
dominated. I'm not mad at that at all.
A lot of growth. What you
Yeah.
think, Chris?
His concert out here was like wrapped. Frank Ocean was like wrapped around like it was crazy when he came
Yeah,
in.
he has crazy fans.
Yeah.
Been had.
At the end of the day, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z, you already said it. You still an N-word. You got to be put in your place every time. Like, yeah, Beyonce, you had a good year, but this is Harry Styles. Like, stop it.
Yeah, I'm like, Beyonce, you just won. You hold the title
record,
for
exactly,
most
like-
of Grammys won. Like, she went home with 3 plus that award. So it's like, isn't that enough? When are we gonna give other artists like time to shine?
Exactly. Beyonce can't win every time she put out stuff.
Yeah,
So-
that's crazy.
Who do y'all think is like the biggest star in the world right now? Like who has the most star power?
I don't even know. There's
Most
too many.
star-
Is it Beyonce?
No.
Because even growing up, honestly, like, I was never like a huge fan of Beyonce. I was definitely a fan when she was in Destiny's Child.
Yeah, her Destiny Child days. That's when.
And
And
then
her
I
first
kinda
album
lost it.
too.
Yeah, it was good, but I wasn't
yeah.
like listening to it. Like, I didn't get it on CD, type thing. 'Cause we were
U.S.
listening to
wise, I'd
CDs.
say Rihanna, just because she has the Barbados people out there. They're huge on her.
But it's like,
Maybe Bad Bunny.
so, oh yes, I'm gonna say
That's crazy
Bad
to
Bunny.
say, but that boy is
That's cute and all, but that's cute. But they not doing BTS numbers.
no, I know that.
But-
They ain't
but do
not.
people-
I'm
a
saying
lot
that's
of-
why I said U.S.
I brought up BTS to a good amount of people, and they don't know who they
yeah,
are.
I know.
Even though they're so big and they got so many streams and views.
They're more
like-
worldwide instead of they
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
fully infiltrated North America yet. But once then they still have like a big a lot of, but they haven't infiltrated it like
If
that.
they
Big
drop
facts.
a music video right now, they doing 50 million in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, wait till, right now they're all in the military, so they'll be
Yeah.
gone for a couple years. But once they come back, it's gonna be a.
One we didn't say.
But I mean, we're gonna talk about BTS in
Oh,
a
who?
second because in my K-pop.
He got some. He got
G's like, I
somebody.
got it.
No, because yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just show you how powerful they are that you're talking about it. But yeah,
Who you got, Chris?
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, she's up
that's
there
my
too,
girl.
But,
Sorry, it
but
came out.
Barbados, Rihanna got all of Barbados.
I say
too.
Taylor over Rihanna. For
Definitely.
Nah, Rihanna's bigger.
Nah,
Taylor.
Taylor Swift does so many streams.
Let me tell you
Like,
something, bro.
she
Rihanna ain't
huge.
put no music out, and still people is like.
But the only
Yeah,
reason
she did. She did
came-
put out a song that flopped
recently, yeah, that one.
And
But
it was
yeah, I get
trash.
it was because
But the only
it wasn't
reason she
Rihanna,
came
what you need,
back
what you
up
wanna
was
hear.
because of the Super Bowl. Like, that's the only reason, because people were already like, they're not saying Rihanna, they're saying Savage Fenty. You know what I mean?
That's what she's pushing now.
Yeah, but they're not
the music
looking at
game's
like
tarnished, so she's
they're
like,
not
I'm
listening
getting
like
out of here.
Rihanna. So I feel like the Super Bowl is what's making her like.
Oh yeah.
More,
I don't
like,
think she's
oh,
into
hey,
music no
she's
more.
back.
I don't think she's fully invested in music. I think she's quit.
But I
Yeah,
mean, she
she
got
making
kind
money.
of gained weight too, so she, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well,
she
she
a
was
mom
pregnant.
now.
I'm like, give her credit. She was pregnant.
But I'm just saying, stating facts. You know, she probably, I don't know, because you
She's
gotta
like
have a lot of energy
She's a
to
top
do
10
music.
selling artist of all time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's
Over
an
Taylor.
icon.
Over Taylor.
She's over Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, top 10 of all time.
Nah, we'll look at
now,
that list.
Right now, Taylor Swift sold 14 million tickets in a day.
I know that. Trust
Broke
me, I'm a
Ticketmaster.
Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie.
And that's because the Ticketmaster had messed up prices. People were still paying that extra $1,000, $2,000 for those tickets.
They
I'm
don't
telling
care. They
you,
love Taylor, man.
Rihanna
I've been
is,
there,
like,
and
checked
honestly,
out,
she
bruh.
throws an amazing
Concert.
interactive concert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts, like, I respect her so much because she puts together her concerts. Like, she has like a foot in how she wants this performance to be done, where she wants it to be done. And she's very respectful to everybody. If y'all look at her at the Grammys, she stood up and clapped for every single person who performed and every single person who won an award.
I like Taylor.
Yeah, so I respect her hella. That's my girl. But shout out Bad Bunny too, because
Nah, yeah, he got all of what, Puerto Rico and you.
He's huge right now.
and they said this music manager said he's been voting at the Grammys for 15 years and didn't vote for Bad Bunny's album because a lot of people his response was a lot of people don't know who Bad Bunny is. I played a Bad Bunny song yesterday in that real estate joint,
Man.
and they started kind of grooving. I was
Yeah.
like, y'all didn't move to any of the English songs, but I put this on, y'all lit.
That Bunny going crazy. They put some respect.
Yeah, I mean, he
on that
killing
Bunny,
it
man.
silently. I know he probably mad he ain't getting his accolades, but she getting that dough.
You get
know what
women
I'm saying?
around, you play Bad Bunny, you did all right, you good. That's all you need.
Y'all
back
think
to
Bad
back,
Bunny
y'all
gay or what you think?
What I'm
Oh,
gonna
bye.
say is Leviticus 20:13. If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. You know what I'm saying? So the Grammys, what they did with Sam Smith them, and that traces back to your Bad Bunny thing with the, you know, God shall see everything through.
I'm here.
How do you
for
feel
my-
about that, TJ?
I am here for my LGBTQ.
Yeah, of course, always.
Period.
But let me ask you a real question. Like, just speak for the average girl who like before did that kissing with the guys and stuff. Like, she loved Bad Bunny. Do you think that changes the way like a girl is attracted to him now? Is it like, yeah, you're gonna support him, continue.
If your man,
but
you watch your man
Of
kiss
course
another
not.
man in
I
front of
would-
you. Okay, yeah, let's
But,
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But
There you go.
again, it's a preference thing, because you have to think about it. If I was bisexual, if I was into that stuff, then it wouldn't bother me. But it just so happens that I'm not. Some people actually look at him and saw him kiss that dude and was like, "Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
of
that
course, the
freaky
gay
stuff."
community, of course.
Of course.
But
Like,
there's also some females that are like, they like having multiple men. They like doing these other things. So
That's
it's
cap.
it's not cap.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
think that's the
girls.
majority of
she's
the public?
bisexual.
No, I don't think it's majority.
I'm
but
talking
I
about
think
for the
that
mass public.
Yeah, no, a lot of girls were probably like, I'm not as attracted to him anymore. But are they still gonna listen to his music? Yes,
Yeah, of course.
So-
he's making good music.
for sure. So yeah, I think that they were like, nah, I'm not with it. I used to be sexually attracted to Bad Bunny, and now I'm not because he kissed a dude. Like, that's probably what they're thinking.
Do you think there's a stigma for gay women versus like gay dudes? Like, if a girl did that, wouldn't nobody think twice? But if a girl kissed another girl, but
For
you know what I'm saying?
sure, because I've kissed girls in music videos, and
Ain't
It's
nobody
like,
around here
no
calling
one
you
said
gay.
nothing,
Like,
but-
oh, TJ.
Yeah.
I'm more
But
sure
if a
we
guy-
had some guys doing
'cause
that.
Yeah.
women are sexualized. That's what they
Big
like.
facts.
So it's like
It's not what we like.
I was about to
It's-
say that's what
it's-
they speaking for women now.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
do
talking
that.
about what women like. I'm talking about people in general.
But that's
Yeah.
the balance scale. Like, a man can sleep with a bunch of women, and it ain't no reflection on him. But then a girl can't. But then I'm not saying, but a girl can do that.
But
and
they're
do
gonna
that,
view
and
it differently.
So a girl can dress like a boy, but if a dude dress like a girl, it's either parody in a movie, or you're like, oh, what the hell going
Or like,
on?
what's going on?
Or
Yeah.
he just is that. But
It is more questionable. And girls, honestly, I was talking to this to my man. I'm like, especially in the music industry, we've been sexualized since the beginning. So it's kind of hard to stray away from that when that's the only way, clearly, like a lot of women even get into the industry is being sexualized, and that's what even producers, managers, everybody who is a higher up, and usually a man, because it's a male dominated industry, they use that to their advantage, and they're like, you don't want to sleep with me, well, I'll get someone else to sleep with me, and then they'll get this deal.
Imagine back in the day in the caveman tribe, I bet they were like fighting over passive, like going crazy, like doing stuff that I can't even talk about on YouTube. So it's been happening since the beginning.
Yeah, it's really sad, but I'm here for my women just standing up for yourselves, being yourselves. We don't have to prove nothing, and you don't got to show your ass to get attention. Have that talent, period.
Are we going to do a quick little segue break? We'll be right back.
Y'all don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
This is the morning show.
It was
Keep
just
the
like
music going
pop.
as you come in. Are we live?
It cut off. Hold on.
Oh Lord.
No, it started in it right towards the. Yeah, we live. Talk to him. Hey, this is the pilot episode.
Yeah, this is still the pilot episode, y'all. We getting it right. But it's time for a little K-pop news with D and everybody else. We're going to get their commentary, too. Let me go ahead and spark this thing up right here, man.
He said, hold on. Getting it right. If y'all got something rolled up, make sure you spark it. It's the morning show. It's time to wake and bake. Hey.
All right. So let's talk about it, man. Before I talk about BTS and Hype and all of them. I want y'all to check out because we played this group. I'm just calling it. I think they're going to be the next biggest thing. This group called XG, and they're Japanese, but they're going through like the South Korea K-pop system, and they're doing English music. They could really be, promoting their English music over here, but they're killing it over there. This is like kind of the first time it's really, you know what I'm saying? This is like a different, unique thing that XG is doing that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. But they're doing all English music, and it's crazy. It's like old school R&B. Hey, put it on the other page. Put it on, yeah, so we can see what's going on. Can we check out the see what the people saying?
Oh, my bad.
I'm like naughty.
He's like, I can't see.
I got a question for you, D.
Hold on. Let me finish with XG, then we're going to get into it. So y'all just check out XG. I'm calling it now. XG about to be the biggest thing. Yeah, just check out XG. Go ahead before I
Go in.
Do you think they're gonna be the biggest thing because they talented, or their label owns everything?
No, because they're talented. XG's not signed to Hype. They're just talented. This is the first time like they're doing like all English music. Like it's like real American, pop R&B music. Because normally with K-pop, they're all, they push the Korean music with a tiny bit of English. But what XG is doing, they're like all English. All the music is like English. They're just going through the K-pop system where, they're still in South Korea doing their music shows and all that. So they're not promoting in the U.S. But if they do, they're going to be like the first.
Well, YouTube, they probably still getting a lot.
Oh
of
yeah, they're getting millions of
American
views. Yeah.
And you said they doing R&B music.
Yeah, they're doing. I would say play some of this, but this one's going to be. Y'all check out the Tuesday music reviews. We played some of it. XG, they're dominating. They're killing it. But let's talk about this quality control and Hype purchase. This is like I've been telling y'all, K-pop is taking over the world, and this has got people's attention now because they purchased a black label. But wasn't nobody talking about it because Hype purchased Scooter Braun's label, Ithaca Holdings, which was one of the biggest independent label. They had Justin Bieber under management, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift's first couple albums, Big Machine. Big Machine was the company that owned, that signed Taylor Swift and had all those big albums. So Taylor Swift had to re-record, that music.
Taylor's version.
Now Hype owns, those original, the original music. So that was his first big purchase, was buying out Scooter Braun. So Scooter Braun works for Hype now. He runs the North America Hype division. And they just purchased Quality Control Music for $300 million, which they did $250 million in cash and then like $50 million in stocks and stuff. But this is like huge. This should wake everybody up. I think it's already too late because Hype has too much money, which is courtesy of BTS. This goes back to BTS because Hype, which was big hit when they first started, they signed BTS. And then, they blew up. BTS took over the world, and then they kind of broke up their company and formed Hype. And under Hype, they have all these different labels, which they've been buying up other K-pop labels like left and right. So I think now they're the biggest record company in the world. I mean, if you check out their umbrella, and especially thanks to BTS, because BTS has made hundreds of, probably $1 billion now. Yeah, billions, which is why they're able to do what they do. I mean, basically BTS bought, Quality Control, basically, what you can say. Not technically, but because of BTS success, they was able to, raise hundreds of millions of dollars. And then, BTS made them billions of dollars. So this is just, I'm trying to tell y'all how powerful and what K-pop is doing. And what they've done is they, went back to the 80s and the 90s, and they're just using the same music model that we did, back in the day with MTV and BET and VH1 was all popping. They basically still have an MTV who caters to music videos and performances, and a BET and all that, which America doesn't. You can't look at a certain pop line in America to find, the hottest artists like you would back in the day. You could watch MTV and discover artists and, BET, versus now you can't. You have to do a search on YouTube or, whatever. But artists ain't getting the push like they are in K-pop. They just took over, old America's music model and really profited off of it. Hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, all in one little city, South Korea, Seoul. But your rebuttal to K-pop dominating and buying quality control during Black History Month.
You know, I'm King Conspiracy around this motherfucker, so when I see that, we already know they tied in with certain people. See, this is why quality control don't need to be selling to them. Especially
It's too late.
selling to them with Scooter Braun over there. Because you never know what people's agenda is, and you know, it's not about money at the end of the day. It's about having the power. And now we can see why Offset not messing with them. Because now QC and P just made it 100 times harder for any of them artists ever to get there. So now say you my homie. We came in this game together. I put you on necessarily. You the back of my group putting this whole thing together. I could come to you like, bro, I'm trying to be a boss. Can you give me my masters back?
Nope.
Now you definitely can't. Now you can't even negotiate. It's not in my hands no more. Go talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just that was selfish, bro. That was selfish. Now there's no way ever, Lil Baby. They gotta start from scratch, start from zero. They have to. Offset ain't never getting his masters back. It's over. And Offset, if you think you finna go against Hob and the money they got to get your masters,
It's over.
It's over, bro.
It's a wrap.
Does he got to re-record everything?
You got to do like Taylor Swift.
He got to do 10 years. He got to be out for 10 years.
And the problem is they can't. Getting takeoff stems is gonna be can't just do them all without takeoff.
Yeah, it's over. Like, and you got to be cool with Quavo. And another thing, Scooter Braun manages Quavo now. So that's a little thing that nobody knows. So Scooter Braun manages Quavo.
So he under hype anyway.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kinda iffy. It's kinda iffy. Offset the only one over there. Takeoff gone. Offset over there. QCP and Quavo is over there with Hob. That's also cool with Jay Prince now, who talking, saying Quavo cool, but Offset, it's some weird stuff going on. But I just want to connect them dots.
So y'all think that is beneficial then? Like now knowing what they're doing for an artist, is it really that beneficial to go onto a label?
For rap artists, I don't know, because this is a unique, Lil Baby's on the same label as BTS. Like that's kind of crazy, because knowing the K-pop industry, they're about like pushing positivity and being all polite, and the girls being girly and the guys kind of being a little girly too, but hovering that line, you know what I'm saying? So to have these, I don't know what they're going to do with hardcore rappers, They
don't know what to do.
K-pop, fans are listening to it, but not in public like that. I mean, let's be honest, like South Korea, they idolize like white people, you know what I'm saying? It's still kind of a thing, you know what I mean? So for them to, I don't know how they're going to, I don't know what Hype's plan is to do like with the Little Baby or Amigos or, whoever. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how they do that. Because they can't put them on the South Korea K-pop shows. Like, if the entertainment aspect isn't there, they don't have like 6-7 members who are dancing and entertaining you on stage. Nobody wants to see a rapper perform week in, week out. You know what I'm saying, on that type of music show. So I don't know how they're gonna cross promote it or what they're gonna do.
So I got a question that just popped into my head. So I was seeing that I don't know if y'all been seeing, but Rihanna's performing in the Super Bowl. But they have like Sweetie doing this kind of like a metaverse kind of Super Bowl performance. So what do y'all think about like when artists are starting now, because it is a thing, they're starting to perform in the metaverse? Who do you think is going to get more, I guess, revenue, more attention, exposure in the metaverse?
I don't know. I don't think that's going to pop off too big. I mean,
really?
Facebook has lost so much money trying to do that virtual, reality thing. They've already kind of dialed back that program because a whole bunch of people wasn't interested as they thought it was going to be. So I don't know. It's just such a fake world. Like people still want. That's the only really thing we have left is concerts where you can go and physically see, people, and you know what I'm saying.
But so, concerts are so expensive now. Like, honestly, the difference between ticket prices, if y'all see,
it's just certain artists, like the top tier, like Beyonce, all those tickets have always been, the top tier artist tickets have always been expensive.
Yeah, hers.
I mean, now it's like a little 11, crazy, 000. But you can see there's plenty of tons of artists who are always touring, who tickets you can get $10, $15. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Some of your favorite artists back in the day are probably coming to town. You know what I'm saying? You just worried about Beyonce and not them.
I love seeing Kevin Gates, and Kevin Gates throws a great
He's one-
concert,
yeah.
and his are like $35, $50.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, not exactly. It's reasonable. We like that.
That deal shows us how much of peons that these rappers really is.
What deal?
Them selling to.
So yeah, but the thing is, who would turn down $300 million? Cause you came from the street, you built a company, and they're offering you $300 million for the company. You gonna turn down $300 million?
So you said they gave 50.
They gave him
$50
$250 and $250 million in cash, and then $50 million in stocks and bonds.
Okay, so the 50 million is in stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other 250 million was in cash. So
Cash.
40% of that gonna get hit with taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they got less than 100 because they gonna split it between Coach K and P. They got less
Yeah.
than 100 million because you gotta have the 250 up.
Yeah, I'd probably give them, 80 million, 90 million, you know what I'm saying?
So
you gonna turn that 80, 90 million?
you don't think
You don't
Lil
gotta
Baby
do-
made 80 million?
Yeah.
You don't think
I know, yeah.
Migos made 80 million?
I mean, who else they
That's
got?
where it don't add up. Like these artists that they have under them are making
They're the
good
biggest-
money.
Probably one of the biggest independent labels.
So it's like,
Selfie.
why?
It's
Why
a
did you
slave
sell
trade.
it?
It's a slave. Are y'all familiar with a queen named Queen Nzinga? It's when the slave trade first started. So they're actually about to create a show about her on Netflix. So, but the show they're gonna present her as she just was protecting her people. Like, no, she sold her people into slavery, and she worked with the Dutch to help against the Portuguese. You feel me? So she said, "Here, Dutch, I'll sell you 13,000 slaves a year, or however many slaves. Just let me keep my kingdom. Let me keep my seat over. Let me keep my chair. Let me keep my seat, and then I'm gonna keep working with y'all. I'm gonna keep throwing y'all my slaves, my people here and there. That's what QCP and Coach K is. We gonna stay here. We gonna keep bringing these artists up, putting them over here with y'all. Y'all slave them out, but we still gonna have our seat over here.
Yep.
That's a good segue for the L of the week.
Yeah, man.
Nobody got an L this week?
QCP.
That's the biggest
biggest
say
L.
QC.
Like that's a L, bruh. It's modern day slavery, and they fell for the okie doke.
They did.
Because they can make more than 300 million.
They was
sure.
making tens of millions. That's why I don't understand with black folks, man. Like, you're already making hundreds of millions of dollars. That's not enough. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't sell your soul to, you got to maintain that power. You know what I mean?
And you built this foundation. You built this. Like, I would hate to build something just to give it to someone
Yeah.
else. Like, I worked for this. We worked for this. All of us put together to do this.
And this is
just to give it to someone else.
a unanimous L of the week.
And it's like,
Well, I think another L is Brett Favre suing them folks.
Oh, we get into that
We'll
on
talk about
sports.
that, but that's-
We
yeah.
about to get to that. I got a few sports takes we're gonna get to.
But yeah, we'll leave to quality control. They the L of the week. Now they ain't got no power.
exactly, and that's what they gotta understand. That's what black people need to understand. It's not about money.
Yep.
They have all the money. They don't care about money. Y'all trying to move up a ladder that's non-existent. You're
Yep.
never gonna be with them.
Nope.
They run the world. They have all the money. You just selling everybody out. You just being selfish, bro. You wanted the 80 million straight in your bank account, so you sold out your other people and you wanted to keep your job. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's a L. That's not a W at all. You ain't got no power.
There's so many other ways they can make that. Like, once you're making tens of millions of dollars, you can easily invest that in the real estate or something that's going to get you that type of money, while maintaining, ownership of your company. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
And then one last thing. Scooter Braun, with his situation with Taylor Swift, she said it herself. He was incessantly manipulative and bullied. So most likely, if you say K-pop finna take over the world,
They already taking over.
then they gonna approach Coach K and see like this. Look, this what's going on. You want a seat at the table? Either that or you just gonna get pushed. You're gonna be over there in the trenches. Like take this money and have a
That's
seat
what
at
he
the
did.
table at least, or we're gonna take over the world regardless. So what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And so he made his decision. You sold out, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's whack. So, did y'all hear about Trey Songz? I'm gonna switch it up real quick. Are we going into a little break?
Yeah.
You can.
Sorry.
What
No,
Trey
you're good, you're
Songz
good.
got going on?
We'll leave it on this.
No.
Okay, so Trey Songz is getting sued for $25 million over a 2016 rape allegation.
Trey Songz, he been fell off.
He been getting accused of
Yeah,
doing
I know.
some
He
crazy,
a freak,
inappropriate.
Man. Yeah, that dude that's crazy too. Cause I
He
was a
messing
fan
with
of his back
anything
in the
that
day.
moves.
He
He's that
he
guy.
hitting anything. He just a hornball.
Man, all right, we'll be back into it after this break.
sold us out, man. That shit crazy. And you wanna know what's crazy? Scooter.
Not like his lip. Close this mug out.
You back?
Oh, I do a quick little sports news, and then we gonna let y'all get on with y'all today. I got really two sports news. D already talked about it, so we'll get to that first. My freaking Brett Favre, which is probably was my favorite quarterback of all time. He's dipped now, but
My favorite at one point.
he sued Shannon and Sharp, and he sued Pat McAfee for defamation of character. He supposedly stole from HBCU college. I mean, and they even said allegedly they were still kind of going hard. But Pat was funny because he responded on the show, and then on Twitter he put the FIF fifth with Dave Chappelle. And he was basically, he's like, well, he said I had 8:30 p.m. to be able to do my apology, the public apology. He said, well, I was playing wiffle ball, I was doing this, being a smart aleck. And then he was like, oh, 8:30 ran around, I didn't do the apology. Next thing you know, I got a call from my wife. So like, what you think about him, suing a media personality for just doing their job? Or do you think Brett was right?
Man, that's just another way for them to try to whip a man into shape. You can't talk. I'm surprised they even let that go through. I'm surprised that, like, how do he get away with what he do, but they could just, like, come on now. That's just another reason for them to try to whip a man into shape, whip the black man into shape. Like, no, don't speak on what the white man got going on. Like, So
And in
that's
this
what-
case, it was one white man talking about the other white man kind of coming through the defense. And they said he had sticky fingers or something, so I know he didn't like that.
man, you guilty by association. They don't like it when you taking sides and you guilty by association. When back in the day when they seen them white folks sticking up for you nigger lover and all of that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Yeah, now we on your ass too. Yeah. That's how that go. Like,
What do you think,
come on,
TJ?
man.
If you were to report that about something else, and then they were like, "Oh, that's defamation of character. I'm suing you." Is that?
I think as a media personality, like that's in a way like his job. Like if there's an accusation out there, just like I said about Trey Songz, I don't know if he did that, but I'm gonna let it be known because that's what media is. So I think it's different if someone is like literally coming down and like cancel this person, cancel. But if they're just telling the people what they're already gonna find out, then I think it's whatever. Like that's what media is. So you can't get mad about that. People are gonna hear it one way or another.
He just salty, man. Did he lose that case? Did he have to pay that money or what?
I think it's still ongoing, so he's trying to win it. So it looked like that hurt his case, which he's going to do this thing, and then he's going to lose that. I think he's going to take a lot of L's, and then he's going to be the L of the month of the year for a while.
Dang,
So somebody else.
I don't
takes
know
one.
the year. There might be some other crazy.
If you
stuff.
lose
This
two
is barely
cases back to
February.
back, and then you get
Who knows what
exposed
else?
really for doing it, because one thing is to claim it, but once they expose you for doing it, that's when it hits them the hardest.
How
That's
much
right.
money did they say he still like 80 million or something?
There wasn't
$1
nothing
million.
Yeah, it
Him
wasn't
by himself like $1 million.
Yeah,
okay.
knowing damn
But
well he don't need that.
The governor in that program was like 70 million. Was unaccounted for.
So I don't tell him what he was
That's
funneling or
crazy.
doing. So
That was like the program was for the low income people, and 70 million from that program was somehow not accounted for.
Wow.
So it's just gone. It's just gone now.
That's
Yeah.
what gets me mad though. Like what y'all are making more money than a lot of people are. Like why are you trying to take away from the people who like you're trying to help out? Like come on now, that's just messed up.
I
I
got
don't like that.
another suing story that's like a flip side of it is Michael Irvin was meeting a lady in passing just out in public at an event, and then gave her a handshake, and then she was like, "Oh, there was it misconduct that he did
You
towards
think
me?"
it was just a handshake? It was
What?
that simple though, because
But this is what Irvin's saying. He said he walked to her, he shook her hand, he talked to her for about 30 seconds.
But see, why did he walk up to her and shake her hand?
No, she said she walked to him. It was like one of them.
Like she was like, oh my god,
You're at an
hey.
event. They in a line, probably some people shaking. It's like one of them type like a football line. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then in passing, but anyway, it was in public. She said it was misconduct. Well, he was doing Super Bowl stuff. He was about to get on the plane, and then they were like, "Yeah, you need to stay home." And he was like,
That's
"Wait,
so
hold
sick,
up."
bro.
And then because he was like supposed, I think for CBS was supposed to do some coverage for it because it's on Fox, but Super Bowl coverage for that, and he's been the pillar of that for a few years now.
Well, he
is
needs to
this
sue
woman?
instantly if he
Yeah,
didn't
Yeah,
do
he's
nothing.
he's
If he makes it,
suing.
okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm
glad.
saying.
Because he's
So
making it
he's
sound like
suing her.
he said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And all of a sudden she's like, "Cause I don't know." But if he did something, that just sounds too fishy.
I don't know. The story to me on her end sounds more fishy because it was in public. So people would have seen
Like you
her
think it's like
something.
Karen energy or what?
I gotta see the woman. I ain't seen the lady
Yeah,
yet.
we need to know who this woman is because if he's suing for $100 million, she's a prominent lady. Like, ain't no way he's suing a civilian
An average,
for $100
yeah.
million.
Oh no, yeah, he ain't doing that.
So this lady got to be up some.
Yeah, 'cause that's a
some
lot of
serious hundreds of millions. So
That's
Yeah,
probably
what if it
why.
is a white
He
lady?
needs to
and-
sue CBS and all those other sister stations that he was supposed to do work on too. Because especially if he ain't do nothing, that's what I'm saying. He could sue them too.
He
For wrongful
can.
termination.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't think they terminate him. It's more of a stay home. It's like
Nah,
It was like
They-
don't leave
They
unless
still
we're
paying
gonna
him
have
though. They
problems.
still gonna give him that money.
I
he
think
could.
it's like he ain't fully fired yet. So I think he took. That's why he's taking the action. So, but that's messed up. It's like, dang, you gonna do that man like that?
But it's like if that
Now
was
he's
the
not
case,
innocent
like
in the past. He done did some stuff too, so that don't help his
See,
case.
yeah,
Allegedly.
there it
Yeah.
is.
but
There it is. Bingo.
Now he was
Like,
up on
ding,
that
ding, ding,
powder
ding.
back in the day. He used to beat. I trust me. I'm a Michael Irvin fan. He used to beat cats down. He took a beating. He was on that powder till he broke his back.
until we see who
Back
this
is
lady
broken.
is, because it got to be deeper than This got to be a lady that can make a call like, don't. He better not be up at that Super Bowl. I better not see him.
No, I think this one's innocent though.
Cause
But if they're saying it's just a handshake, like damn, you can't even have like handshake anybody nowadays. Like what?
like
Not
you
these
peasant,
girls.
like this black man just touched me. Like get him out of here. Like it got to be one of them.
He touched me for
Damn.
3, 4, 5 seconds.
you
I
know
only
how
wanted
they-
I
one.
felt I was scared. Like what? Then what were you doing
Till.
there? Like it's an easy way to just turn around and walk away. So I think like
you'd
she,
be surprised.
It's also her fault. Like come on now, unless he was like cornering you into a corner in public, but I doubt that's what happened, or I don't know.
Super Bowl predictions. We'll start with you. Who you
All right,
think?
what happened? I'm playing.
Right, what really happened? We'll see. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come to light for sure.
Ain't no footage. There ain't no footage. Then
I think it's a
because
wash.
everyone loses
I
footage.
think nobody gets nothing. I think both people, unfortunately, just know how the system works. They're gonna be like, Mike Irvin, you good? You
Well,
free?
no, if he lost money over there, he gonna get something.
Yeah, but it depends.
I
on,
definitely fight because
I gotta look on who this lady is. That's the bit, like he said. It depends on who this lady is. Because if it's just Karen from the freaking HEB,
Exactly.
Yeah, then it's gonna be.
they gonna look at her and be
She's
like, look
somebody.
at. No, yeah,
She's
she gotta
somebody.
be. You would
But if
think.
you're saying 100 million, like that's a lot of money. Like
Well, that's
getting that
making
from-
a statement, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless,
true.
unless it's more of a like, hey, hit her for this, and then she's gonna. They want her to probably recount her statement, and if she don't, then they're like, okay, well, this is hardball then.
man, that sucks. I just hate it because like as like being a celebrity, that's like a big part of why you're a celebrity. You like the recognition, you like interacting with your audience, with your fans, and now you can't even do that, like because now you're scared that you're gonna get hit with a suit.
Hey, it's crazy
Keep
to
your
say, but
hands to
nowadays,
yourself.
as a heterosexual male, it's a hard time to live for a heterosexual male now. You
It's
can't
hard,
do
period.
nothing.
You gotta just keep
on
your hands. They're like Chris said, keep your
Yeah.
hands to yourself and just stay away. Don't
Be
even like make
elbow.
too much eye contact.
That's why I adapt now.
You
Yeah,
got the
you like, hey.
females. They got the females going viral in the gyms because a motherfucker look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And they going viral like, dang, I'm a man. I can't look your shit
then
fat.
you
Like,
got-
damn, I can't even look.
But then
I
you got
got
Antonio
eyes.
Brown's exposing
Yes, let's go
himself.
against our instinct.
But and I'm gonna tell y'all it's not just a man's instinct. If I see a girl who's like very fit, very beautiful, I'm gonna look their way. So
Girls
it's,
looking at guys.
girls are looking at guys. We see a muscular guy, we're gonna look that way. Like it.
Oh,
I
y'all
understand.
talk crazy.
Man,
Not me. I
No,
respect my
I'm
baby,
just saying,
but
y'all
yeah.
just the women. I don't heard y'all say some stuff right now. I'm like, well, did you really say that?
Do we know if that guy who got charged, indicted on rape charges and kidnapping charges, that was supposed to play in the Super Bowl, he's not locked up yet?
I know.
Why they didn't do him? Why wasn't that all over ESPN and like Michael Irvin with a simple touch and got fired and from doing the Super Bowl? Why-
They didn't fire him. They didn't do anything. They're just like basically he's still part of the team, and they're just waiting
Yeah.
till after the Super Bowl that he's gonna go to court.
He's
like,
probably still getting paid. Probably he's
That's
probably
what
still
I'm
getting paid by
thinking.
Fox. I mean, yeah, by CBS.
If that was Antonio Brown,
canceled.
Oh well, but you saw what Antonio Brown was doing though, pulling out his
in
stuff
jail.
in front of them kids.
Yeah, and
need
he
to be
had
in
his
jail.
whole
Lock
booty
that man
out.
up.
Like
He's a menace.
that was not right.
For him, lock him up. Throw away the key with that man.
If I was in a hotel and someone was just, I don't care who you are, but if you're butt naked and I'm grossed out,
At
that
the
is
pool,
nasty.
just sitting there.
And I have my kids there or
Nah,
something.
fam, he get knocked out.
You better put some trunks on. What's wrong with you?
What we got in closing?
Is anything else going on in the world? I think that's all. So we covered everything.
I think that's all that's going on right now.
Yeah, I try to
Super
look
Bowl
up.
predictions.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl predictions. Start with.
Who do I think's gonna win? Oof. So like, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of either of these teams, to be honest.
I hate the Eagles.
Yeah, and you see a good amount of my family is really supporting the Eagles. So like I don't have a preference. I really don't care. I'm here to see how Rihanna does in the in the
wanna see that
halftime
too.
show. I definitely want to see what she brings, and I just want to have that. What is it? That 2000 like. What is it, like 13 type of shit energy?
I mean,
It ain't
hell.
gonna be. She already talking about she putting on for Barbados, so that's what it's about to be. Yeah, no, I think we about to be disappointed.
Oh man,
I really
she's checked
hope
out.
not.
I'm telling you, she's checked
She
out.
better do them hits. Better bring out
Man.
Drake. Better, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking too. Like she better bring out some really great other artists that she's like had.
I need Where
dope
Have You
songs
Been?
with.
I got like 10 of them I need to
If
hear.
she go put the Barbados route, she really about to be done.
Yeah, because none of us know that. We
she's
need to
checked
hear
out.
her old tracks.
Checked out. Telling you. Who you got?
But yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't watch sports.
Oh, okay.
I see a bunch of slaves. I can't even support them. Like I feel sorry for them. Like,
Did you used to watch sports like before?
I used to, not since like I was 18.
Yeah.
Once I got out of sports, I wasn't playing sports no more. I
You're
just
like,
stopped
whatever.
watching them.
I kind of did too, but I recently started to get back into football. Really,
I feel what you're saying, but I'm still just guilty to keep watching because at least they getting paid well.
I guess so.
It's true. I don't know. I've been to some like basketball games though too, and I'm like I know y'all can play better than this, but I know they're getting paid millions of dollars. So I'm like, dang, they just out here like.
See that?
Oh yeah, especially
I'm like,
basketball. You gotta wait till the playoffs.
But even then, like sometimes even last year's finals, like I was disappointed in Jason Tatum because I was just
they
like,
look bad.
like it looked so bad the last game. I was like, wow, he's been killing it until this game.
There's so many games they be tired.
I know they're
Yeah.
tired, but this is the last game. This is your time to get a ring.
My Mavs
like,
was
makes
right
you think it's
there.
rigged.
My Mavs was right there. They just lost to the damn Warriors. Man.
Man.
I'm going for the Chiefs, and I have a feeling Mahomes is going to pull it out because he's going to figure out a way to win. So that's where I'm going.
Dang.
No fly, eagle, fly over here, man. What do you got, D?
Fly Eagles fly, man. Jalen Hurts all the way.
We got Eagles and we got the Chiefs.
Devontae Smith, but if he don't have a MVP game, then they ain't gonna win. Or I don't know, 'cause I don't think Jalen Hurts could do it all.
That boy Mahomes can.
I know
That boy
Mahomes can. I
he
know,
gonna go
and Jalen
crazy.
Hurts, I ain't think I'm going for Jalen though. I think he about to be a miracle year. He gonna win the Super Bowl and they gonna make a move.
Oh, that's going to hurt me, even though I like him, but I hate
Let's
him.
go, Jalen. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I hate when they sing that stuff. That kills
that
me.
song terrible,
I
too.
hate it. As a Cowboy fan, it hurt my soul. But all right, man, we out. We gonna be here
We'll
next.
see y'all next Sunday,
Yeah.
9 a.m. sharp.
Saturday.
Everybody will be on time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before we close out, I want to end out with one last thing.
Now go. Let's go.
We talked a whole lot of money today. A whole lot of money.
Whole lot of money.
Whole lot of money deals. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end up with this word of God first of all, because what a lot of people
can't
don't
force
know,
that religion on people.
What a lot of people don't know is Saturday is the Sabbath day. A lot of our viewers though, there's American viewers. Most of them are Christian. So, you know what I'm saying? But
They all sinning.
Well, shout out to all y'all.
They all
tuning in
sinning
the
every
day.
day. They done sin about 10 times already.
True.
Everybody
10
sin.
a.m.
Hey, you can be
So-
Christian and sin.
True, you know
You
what I'm
ain't
saying?
supposed to be
True, but
sinning.
as long as we trying though, as long as you trying, your heart is going towards God. So I want to end out with this last verse.
Bow your heads.
Proverbs 22:2. The rich. No, my bad. Hold up.
Oh.
Terror.
My bad. Not that one.
Oh, freaky.
All right. Matthew 19:23. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Truly I tell you, it is hard for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 19:24. I'll say it again. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. So throughout all that money talk, understand, never think money. You think because all these people getting all this money, they good with God. Like, no. Make sure you good with God first at the end of the day. So just because they don't mean they living good. They living good on earth. You feel
Just
what
be a
I'm
good person. It's not that hard.
Yeah, wealth isn't physical. It's inside you. It's in your heart. That's just be a good person. It is free to be kind, and I just do that, and you have a better world. That's how I do it.
Yeah, let's go. I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe tomorrow, Super Bowl edition, Sunday service. Let's go.
Tuesday
Hey.
music reviews Tuesday.
Yo, yeah.
For Valentine's Day, Tuesday music reviews at 8:30.
We're going up.
We're going up.
Send
all
your
the
freaky
vibes.
music.
I want, yeah, let's get freaky, let's get sensual, or get heartbroken if that's what you feeling. But I'm trying to get into the feels. Let's go.
Then Thursday Night Raw, and we'll be back Saturday for the morning show, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Good morning.